What is up, tasty people? It's your boy Tasty Penguin here. We are back today in Pixelmon on the Pokecentral server, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of an updated tutorial on how you can skin your own Pokemon in Pixelmon. And we're going to be doing it in a little bit of two parts here. First, we're going to start off by showcasing a couple of these skin Pokemon that I have over here, some people that are helping out, and then I'm going to be doing a basic tutorial on how you can do it the easy way, and then I'm going to have our good friend Tisper come on to the end of the video and show you guys how to use a more advanced way of creating some textured Pokemon on Pixelmon. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you drop a like down below, and if you guys want to join us over here on Pokecentral, make sure you click the links down below, install the mod pack and all that good stuff, and join up with us and have some fun over here on the server. Now, let's get into it. First, I'm going to hop over here and show off a couple of these Pokemon that they have brought over, just to show you guys, if you guys don't know what skin Pokemon are. We have over here, Guzma has a Slurpuff that is like Arctic, I believe it is. Looks pretty cool. It's got a different color. I like the way it looks, and I'm falling off the map. But I like the way it looks. It looks pretty cool. Now over here, we have a Rayquaza by Jab. He brought that out. I guess he brought out a few of them, which is pretty cool. I like that, actually. That is really cool. That is really awesome. I love the colors. But yeah, we got a couple skin Pokemon. You guys can make these all yourself here in just a little bit whenever I show you how to do it. Got a Lugia over here with Reformed Mauve. I guess I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. I don't know how to say it. But we got that. We got a Tapu Koko. We got a Ray over here at a Cosmog. They look pretty cool. They look awesome. Thank you guys so much for showing off what we mean by skin Pokemon. Now, we're going to hop on over here and show you guys exactly how you can create your own skin Pokemon in Pixelmon. Okay, welcome to my desktop. Now, we're going to start off here by showing you guys the most basic way of creating your own textures in Pixelmon. Now, if you want a more advanced, I guess you could say 3D tutorial on how to do that, wait till the second half of the video and we will have Tisper jump in and show you guys exactly how to do that. But to start off here, we're going to be using just a simple free tool called GIMP. You can find that on the internet really easily. It is just like Photoshop in my opinion and completely free. You don't have to pay for anything. But we'll get to that part here in just a little bit. First thing that you need on your computer is WinRAR. Now, with a simple Google search, you should be able to find WinRAR anywhere. Don't let it fool you. It is free. You don't have to pay for anything. So make sure you download that and get it installed to your computer so that you can unpack and pack zip files. The easiest way to do it. Next thing is you're going to click the link in the top of the description and go here to reforge.gg where you can download the Pixelmon game or whatever version it's on currently. I believe it's 7.07. I cannot remember. But you're going to be able to download the current version of it, and you can get the technical launcher down here, which is where Pokecentral is ran from most of the time. If you want to be able to see the skins in game, make sure you get the technical launcher, search up Pokecentral, join us over there and have some fun. But we're going to start off by hitting download right here on the actual game itself. Now we're going to have a little bit of an ad pop up here. You'll have to close out a window. That's about all that happens, and then you can hit it again and you get your download. So we're going to hit skip, close the window that pops, and then hit skip one more time, and there's our download. Now I'm going to click over here and save it to my desktop because that's the easiest way to do it, and it should start downloading right down there at the bottom left. That's good. Okay, so whenever it gets completely finished on your desktop, you should have a Java looking icon here. Now, granted, you need, like I said, to have a WinRAR on your computer for this to work correctly. You can find equivalent programs to do packing and unpacking too, but I prefer WinRAR. It's free, it's easy to do. So what you're going to start off by doing is first you're going to create a new folder on your desktop. Now, I don't know what to call it. You can call it anything you want to, so I'm just going to hit a couple random buttons here and call it that. You guys can try to pronounce that down in the description down below, or pronounce, tell me what each letter means. I have no idea. But after you get that created, the name doesn't matter. All you're going to do is right click on your thing that you downloaded. You're going to go to open with and go to WinRAR Archiver. Now it's going to pop up a window like this, and what we're going to be doing is, okay, while we go through these folders, we're going to be looking for the file folder that has all the skins and textures for Pokemon. Now, while we're going through this, remember the path that we take, okay, because you're going to need it later as well. So we're going to go into Assets, Pixelmon, down here to Textures, and then we're going to be looking for the Pokemon folder right here. Inside of this is where all the textures are. So we're going to grab that and drag it into our new folder right there. Once it gets all copied over, you will not need this anymore. That's the last time you'll have to use that. Now inside of here, you're going to have, let's see here, you're going to have this. You're going to have the Pokemon folder with all the textures that you're going to be able to use to create any skin that your heart could completely desire. Anything that you want to create, you can make a Pokemon into anything. But first, we're going to have to remember that path that we had first. We're going to hit create a new folder inside here, and now we have to create it in order here. So it's going to have to be assets, Pixelmon, textures. So we're going to create the new folder, rename it to assets. Then we're going to go inside of assets. We're going to create another new folder here and call it Pixelmon. Alright. And then inside of that folder, we're going to create another new folder and call it textures. Alright. Now, we're going to go back to the main directory, which is the weird name that I created, whatever that means, and we're going to grab the Pokemon folder and drag it into assets. Then we're going to go do the same thing in here, except we're going to put it in Pixelmon, and then we're going to do the same thing here, except we're going to put it in textures. Now, once it's inside there, we are good. Now, one more step that you need to do is you need to go right back to the main directory, the folder that you created, and create a brand new text document there. Now, what we're going to do with that text document is we're going to create or rename it. This is going to be the command code, I guess you could say, for it. So we're going to call it pack. Now, once it's called pack, you're going to go up here and you're going to click view. Now, to be able to edit the dot text at the end of it, you need to make sure over here on the right that file names and extensions is checked so that you can change change it from a text document into something else. You're going to rename it again, and then you're going to click at the end of it, delete all that, and you're going to call it emblems. All right. Now, once you get that done, it's going to pop up this message right here. It's giving you a little bit of a warning, but just go ahead and hit yes. It's going to work just fine. Now, inside of this, I'm going to get yourself a code that you need to put inside of here. Okay, I now have the code up here on the screen. You guys can look at it and try to type it out yourself, or you can go down in the description. Down below, I'll have it pasted down there for you guys to copy and paste in here. Once you're done, make sure you go up here to File and hit Save. So it'll save that pack.mcmeta so that you have that in there for the command line. Now, that's basically it that you need to do right now as far as the files and folders go. We're going to go inside of here into the Pokemon folder. Now, the next thing we need to do is decide what Pokemon you want to be able to edit. Now, a lot of this will look very overwhelming and weird, and trying to figure out how to paint it it can be a headache sometimes, but once you get used to it, it's actually pretty easy. We're going to start off by using just an easy Pokemon. We're going to go in here and we're going to take Umbreon. Now, this is the Pokemon that we're going to be using inside of GIMP, the program that I showed you guys earlier, or told you about earlier. Now, GIMP is just like Photoshop in my opinion. We're going to drag and drop this in here. And there we go. We have our Umbreon. Doesn't look like much of an Umbreon right now, but I promise you it's going to look pretty cool at the end of the video. Now, what we're going to do, I'm not going to be teaching you how to use GIMP too much. If you guys would need tutorials on GIMP, it's pretty self-explanatory, but there's a lot on YouTube. Now, I'm going to be using my color selection tool, and I'm going to grab the yellow here. I'm going to grab my gradients, and I'm going to be using rainbows. I just wanted to see what it would look like. Now we're going to go up here, select none. We're going to do the same thing on this right here. Let's see if we can do it. Go. Now, you can obviously take a lot more time than what I'm doing right here to make it look, polished and perfect for yourself. But I'm just trying to do this quick for the sake of the video here. Let's get this done about right there. Now we're going to grab our paint bucket tool. We're going to switch over to white. We're going to make a white Umbreon. I think that's going to look pretty cool. Select none. And now what I'm going to do is hit File, go down to Export As, and it's going to say untitled.png, but I'm going to save it to my desktop, name it Umbreon. Just like the, you have to name it exactly what the name of the original file is called. I think it's Umbreon.png. Yes, Umbreon.png right there. Now, whenever you get that done, it's going to be right here on your desktop. You're going to drag and drop it into the folder and replace the file in the destination. Now, once it's replaced, you're basically done. You're going to go back up here to your original folder. You're going to copy both of these. You're going to right click it, and you're going to go down here to add to archive. Now, as long as you have WinRAR right here, it should be pretty self-explanatory. Don't change anything except for this right here. The archive format needs to be a zip. Make sure you click that, you hit OK. And now it's going to be saved as a zip file on your desktop. Now, I'm going to move this over really quickly. Now, let's get into the next part of the video. Okay guys, so once you are in game, the easiest way to be able to upload your own textures into the game is to go into options, resource packs, and at the bottom left down here, click open resource pack folder. It'll pop open this folder right here on your desktop. Now all you got to do is open up the folder that we compressed that file into, our skins that we created, drag it and drop it inside of there. Once that's dropped inside of there, you are basically done with it. You're going to reopen the game. You're going to hit done, and then you're going to hit resource packs again, and it should show it right there. You're going to hit the play button on the left to move it to the right. These are the selected resource packs that are going to be used. Hit done, let it load for just a second, and then you should be able to get in game and see your Pokemon. You're going to go into single player, skins, and go check this out. Now, I hope it turned out pretty good. We're going to find out in just a moment. But let's see how this looks, guys. Let's move down to the correct Pokemon, and oh my gosh, dudes, that looks so good. Of course, we do have a little bit of a mess up. That's what this test is for. You're supposed to be able to check things out, so we got to fix those circles. But I think it looks pretty awesome. I think I would buy this in game. Let me know if you guys like this. If you guys want this in the game, we would have to create it for every single one of the evolutions, but I think that would be pretty fun. I love it. Now, we're going to hop on over to Tisper and let him give you guys a little bit of a tutorial on how to do a little bit more detailed versions of this in 3D and stuff like that, and using Photoshop. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you drop a like down below. Remember to sub if you're new and you haven't already, and check the description for all the useful links that we have down there for this, and to be able to join us with, or be able to join up with us over there on the Pokecentral server. And make sure you guys go give some love to Tisper. Now, here we go. Here's Tisper.
Okay, so as you can see here, guys, we are in Photoshop with the texture that Tasty made, and I'm not going to be showing you, or not going to be finishing the texture. I'm just going to be showing you some stuff you can do, like the tools basically, and how you can use them to make textures and the main ones. And then I will also be showing you how to use Blender to view your texture, and I will show you how to do Blender first. First off, I'm going to show you how to use Blender, guys. So the first thing you want to do is you want to see this cube, you want to right click, left click off it, sorry, so that you don't have it selected. Then you want to go up here and you want to press delete on the cube. Then you want to go here, file, import. You want to go to source engine. I will get Tasty to leave a link in the description to the source engine files. This is where you can obviously download this. You do need this to be able to view your textures on Blender. And then I will get Tasty to leave a link to this file in the description below, but it's called Decoded here, and it has all of the textures. It allows you to use basically all these on Blender, and as you can see, there's tons of Pokemon here. It's every single Pokemon, and it allows you to view your Pokemons. This basically allows us to pick whatever Pokemon. As for us right now, it's Umbreon, and we'll click on it here, and as you can see, we have Umbreon up, and then all we have to do is unclick the Umbreon skeleton, so just click on the eye again, and then left click it so that it has like this yellow outline instead of the orange. Then you want to go down to this circular kind of thing down here, press base color, go image texture, go open, and then you want to go to where you have your texture saved, and then when you click that, you want to go texture paint. And as you can see here, the texture mostly has come and shown itself, I guess you could say. I don't know why the head's doing this, but the head is doing it anyway. What I will show you now though real quick is all these lines right here, except for these up here. All of the rest of these, like all this, whatever's in these margins is what's going to be used on the texture. All of this white stuff here, like if I was to, let me see here, where is it, different color, I'll go blue here. So if I was to put two big purple things here, as you can see here, and get rid of this, it wouldn't be visible on the skin, because those lines I was telling you about, all these lines are what's used. If I was to put this here, as you can see the purple thing. These lines are like basically what is used on the texture, and if I just put a purple here, as you can see, it's blocking it here. So basically that's how you do use this in a way. it usually shows the full texture, but apparently with Umbreon I haven't been able to get it to work. It only shows the body. So back to the texture anyway. There is one thing I'm going to change about this just to make it more rainbow, and I'm going to show you guys how you can do the rainbow effect on Photoshop, or how you can basically color stuff like that but on Photoshop, like Tasty showed you, but on Photoshop basically. So first thing you want to do is go up here, click your magic wand, and you want to click on the red piece here, and you want to then right click on it and layer via copy. Then you want to double click on it down here in layer 2, and you want to go to gradient overlay, and as you can see here we have the rainbow thing, and if we press OK, the eye is now a rainbow, and it is looking very cool. The next and most important tool in this for me will have to be the quick selection tool, which basically allows you to say if I can't select this with magic wand. See if I go here, see if I go here, it doesn't let me to select all of these because they're not the same color. Magic wand allows you to select the same color. As you can see, all this white is selected, but with quick selection what it does is it allows you to click on ones that aren't the same color, like so. And as you can see, I've been able to select this, and then I can layer via copy it right here. And let's say if I want to change this to a texture, let's say I wonder, since it's spring theme, we'll go with this flower sakura texture. We'll put it in here, and we will just place it here, I guess, give it a bit pink, and we'll just press control on the layer tree or the thing you just layer via copied, then click on this, press M, and then right click and then layer via copy, and as you can see I just put the texture onto this. But a better way of showing this would be if I was to get this and just put it here, and then do the same thing, magic wand, layer via copy, and then control, and then go back to this, and then press layer via copy again, and as you can see I now have this texture here. So that's the 3 main essential tools of making textures on Photoshop. But then there's some more advanced stuff which I will show you now. So if you press Ctrl U, it brings up the hue and saturation. This can be used to do a lot of cool stuff like change the color, as you can see here, or you could use it to make it darker and give it like I don't know why you'd want to make it look like that, but you could if you wanted to, or you could make it lighter so that it has like a little fade, if you get me. It's not like fully in like that, it's like a little bit of opacity. But when you're making textures, I really recommend looking through all of these, because these really do help you in a lot of ways. Like all of these will help you make textures. Just look through them. For this one, because I don't want to ruin Tasty's beautiful work, I'm going to leave it as it is, except for the eyes, because I think the eyes would be a cool addition. But this is just a basic Photoshop tutorial, and how to get it up on Blender, of course, although the head is not working sadly. So now I'm just going to quickly show you guys what it looks like in game. So as you can see guys, the texture is looking pretty cool if you ask me. Yes, you could say it's basic, but I think it's really cool for a basic texture. But this is what it is for, this tutorial that me and Tasty are making, guys. This is just for the basics, for someone who is doing their first texture. If you're getting a texture that looks like this good on your first texture, you're doing something right, trust me guys. All of this was just basic things that you need to know to do textures. But if you do want an advanced tutorial, let me and Tasty know, and we will try do that. Maybe we'll even get Grand Zeph, the master of textures in Pokecentral, to help us. You never know. But for now guys, that's going to be it.
I really like what he did with the eyes, man. I can't believe I didn't even think about that. Well, that has been the tutorial. I hope you guys like that. Thank you so much, Tisper, for being here to help out. Make sure you guys go show him some love over on his YouTube. I'll leave it down below. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I love your faces, and may the dubstep penguin be with you. Peace out, guys.